I just got back from the yarn shop and I picked up about 5 of these beautiful kind of lime green. I love this green. Honestly, I didn't used to, but it's growing on me. And this is 53% cotton, 53% viscose, and 14% linen, the skein. It's a sport weight yarn. Now you're probably wondering, Ev, what are you gonna be doing with this lime green, kind of puke green? Well, I'm just gonna tell you, I am gonna be knitting the skirt from Le Poule. I think it's called the lime skirt. And it is supposed to be knit with 100% cotton, but I just loved this color and I thought that for an over bathing suit skirt this would be perfect. So that is what we're going to be doing, and I'm going to cast it on today, right now, right here with you. I have all my equipment, all my knitting needles, everything I need right now. So let's just pull up the pattern. I just got so scared because I didn't think I have an elastic. I guess I hadn't read this far. The first instructions are, before starting your work, cut the elastic that will be inserted. Good thing I got this on sale last time I went to Dressu. I bought it just because I was like, it's on sale. Smart cookie. Where's my waist? To do so, pass the elastic around your waist, pull the elastic until the right tension. The elastic should be able to hold itself without being too tight. Sew the two edges of the elastic firmly together. So if I go like a big belly, yeah, this should work. Okay, so we're gonna cut here. Ah! It is cut, and I want the longer one, so I can sew you together. So we're 8 p.m. on July 23rd. I need to get this done before September. So we're gonna see, this is the first time I'm knitting up a skirt. This is a lace skirt. So that's a first time as well. So already, right off the bat, day one, we cast it on the knit. I ran into some problems. So I didn't plan this that well because I kind of casted it on without reading too far into the pattern. The pattern is a very simple pattern, so I just assumed it would be nice and easy going, but no. So right off the bat, the elastic I have is too wide. So what I tried to do, this is about how wide they want you to knit the fold and sew it. So it's asking you to have a very small elastic. So the first attempt failed. I unraveled, recast it on the band, folded the elastic. I thought maybe if I folded it, it would fit. Still doesn't work. And then I had the thought to look at Ravelry, and someone actually had the same problem as me. And what they did is they knit 3 more rows than what is required because their elastic was, I think, ½ an inch too big. And then someone else knit an even bigger band. So people are kind of modifying the bands to work with the elastic they have or just their personal preference. That is what we're doing, because now I have a much thicker band, which once folded holds the elastic. So now I just have the fun part to knit 2 together to get the elastic band inside the waistband, and then we can try it on. Filmed in Knits and Babbles, so my desk is a little bit hectic, but it's okay. Today we are the 23rd of July, so that gives me a little bit more than a month and a couple days to knit an entire skirt. Let's see if, first off, 5 skeins of this yarn is enough. I've already changed and modified the band. So the pattern makes you start off on US 4 millimeters, just 3.5 millimeters, and then I'm quickly gonna go up to, I think, US 8, which is 5.5, or is that 9? Either 5 or 5.5 millimeter needles. Basically what I'm doing is I'm putting the elastic band inside and I'm just knitting the front and the back stitch together from the two separate needles because it makes you start off, the band is start off by doing a provisional cast on. I don't know what happened. I just got super panicky that this wasn't gonna fit. Even though I measured it according to my waist, I just had this trembling fear of, let's say I knit the whole thing and then I go to put it on and it doesn't pass my hips. That would have been a total disaster, but it does fit, so we can keep knitting. But this is what the stitch looks like, and honestly, it's a really fun, simple knit in the round. We're now Friday, August 9th, 10th, 9th. One of the days. And this is what my skirt looks like. So far, this is how much of my skirt I've knit up. This is 3 skeins, I think I have. There's just like a little sliver left, little nothingness. Now the thing is why I wanted to talk to you guys, it's because this skirt right now lies like at about mid-calf on me. I could actually try it on for you. The skirt right now kind of lies at about mid-calf. I have 2 more skeins of yarn. The thing is, if I stop the skirt now and I wash and block it, the pattern originally states that it can grow up to 3 inches, 3 to 4 inches in length before and after blocking. So the pattern already stretches. And then someone in my Knits and Babbles commented that the Len yarn, because they have knit with this yarn before, this is going to be my first time, they said that for them, it also grew. Like the project that they knit up also grew quite a lot. So I think I'm just going to block it. On the needles, we're going to leave the cable there, but I think we're just going to block it and see what exactly this length is gonna be, because if the yarn stretches and the pattern stretches, that would mean that I might not need all 5 skeins of this yarn. I might need 4, which would be even less yarn than what was originally required, but that means that I'm gonna have some yarn left over. And I was thinking, what if I made a cute little like bikini top to work with this? Again, we're gonna have to see how much yarn after blocking, if I need to add more, what exactly that means. But yeah, what if I made a cute little bikini top to go with this? Or a tank top. A tank top would be best, but I'm pretty sure 2 skeins, first off, isn't enough for that. What do you think? Ugh. Why are you so close? Bon matin. I just got up. Nice little coffee to start off the day. We are August 12th, 11th. 11. And I think I am kind of done. We're just gonna bind it off, block it one more time. I cracked into the next skein. I ended up adding, where is my addition? Should be visible because the end needs to be weaved in. Okay. I ended up adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I ended up adding about 10 more rows to what I had last shown you. Now the difficulty with this is because it's in the round the same stitch on and on and on and on, and the way it's worked up, it's like knit, slip, no, it's yarn over knit, like the way the stitch is made up, I couldn't keep a stitch marker in the loop. So I'm kind of just stopping it right now because it's yarn overs and slip stitches. It kept getting tangled and it was just too confusing. And because it was the same stitch over and over and over, I just completely removed it. But now I have no idea where my end is and where the beginning is in the round, which hopefully that shouldn't be too bothersome. So I've tried to do the bind off like a couple different times. I don't know, I'm just not understanding the instructions. I think I sort of figured it out. It might be completely wrong. This might not be the bind off that is intended. But it's just because I kept having one yarn left over and it doesn't state what to do with that leftover yarn. Usually you like knit one, slip the yarn over, knit one, slip that yarn, knit, slip, you know? But this one there is, so you knit the yarn, make one, pass that knit, like the knit yarn over the make one, that makes sense. Then you knit the next stitch, pass the yarn over that one, so now you're still on one, over the second one, yeah, so you're still left with one stitch, but then you knit the next yarn over, so now you'll have two stitches on the right needle, so you'll have your previous yarn over and the new knit yarn over, then you make one, so you have a third stitch, okay, so you end up with the old yarn over knit, the new yarn over knit, and then the make one, and then you pass this one, so you end up with two stitches, and then you continue. But basically you every time, like there's one stitch left behind. So what I'm doing, and I don't know if this is what this was meant to be, but what I'm doing is knitting the yarn over, doing the make one, and then slipping that stitch immediately onto the other one, which results, like I want it to be stretchy. So it's still kind of, it's not too stretchy, but I think I'm going to go a little bit looser. But basically this is my bind off. That's kind of what's happening. But I just don't understand the instructions. And I tried to see if anybody else struggled with this and they didn't. To me, it just isn't making sense. It's not making sense. I keep having a stitch left over, and because it's just the bottom, I don't mind. I don't know. We're just gonna wing it. Ooh, hello lamp. I think it still looks really pretty. It's still a pretty bind off, so I'm still happy with it. I'm also thinking maybe I'll just get a bigger needle to make sure I'm on US 8. I might jump up a needle size to make sure that my bind off is stretchy. Oh no! This is why I don't like these Chiago needles. This is my only one issue. It's the fact that after size 5mm, after size 8, you need a different cable. The sock needles have a different cable than the regular small, and then at 9 you need a larger cable tip, which is actually really annoying. Well, I'm binding off. It's not like I need the cable or anything, so I can just, yeah, we're just gonna remove you so that it makes less noise, and I'm just gonna go with a cableless needle. Yarn over, knit, yarn over. I am currently sitting on my floor because yesterday I did some spinning right over here. I don't know if you could see that. And basically I just was too lazy right now to move everything and set up the camera over there. So hence I am sitting on my floor because I did want to show you guys something. So I actually started on my tank top. that goes along with the skirt. So this is what I have right now. It's just like the two front triangle panels. I just connected them together. I'm going rogue, no idea what I'm doing here. I'm not following a pattern. I'm kind of just going with what inspires me. Hopefully this will work out. I think it will. I kind of like that the fabric is like airy and loose. I have a kind of raglan stitch going down the center fold, and then on the side with the folding right here, there's like a little purl row to help with the folding, so that once it is wash and block, it'll lay like flat. For the rest of the construction, we're just going as is. This is how much yarn I have left. I think, honestly, I'm pretty sure I could do a full tank top with this. We'll see. This yarn is very loose and airy and very wide. So far, I think it's cute, and I like that it is just a very simple stockinette. I wanted it a more simple knit because the skirt is like airy and holey. I didn't want to add a texture at the top. I don't even know if I'm going to be wearing these two pieces together. If I do, however, I don't want the texture from the bottom, like the lace, to fight with the top. I did try to make the top a little bit more, like I did try to use the stitch that I was using in the skirt in the top, but that would just seemed a little too complicated. And I don't have time to do the full math to figure that out. Maybe that could be something for the future. However, right now, because I'm knitting other things as well, I kind of just want to get this out. But yeah, I think it is really, really cute. I honestly love this green. That's all I really wanted to show you guys today. That's where I'm at with my skirt and tank top combo. So I just ran out of yarn and I was just knitting this up, but I guess now that I have no more yarn, this is the end for this tank top. So this is what I have. A little bit of a cropped tank top. I am gonna wash and block it and sew in the last of the unweaved ends because there's quite a few of them. I had to figure out some stuff for the straps and I think it looks great. I'm a little bit scared washing and blocking it. I'm scared that it's just gonna like expand widthwise, which would be great if it doesn't. If it does, that's on me. I should have made a swatch and I didn't have time to make a swatch. I just didn't know that this was gonna take me so short of a time. I think I knit this in a week, less than a week, but here we are. Last time we caught up, I had just connected the two front panels together, and then what I did was I kept knitting a little bit more back and forth, and then I put that on hold. I picked up the stitches that I had on the straps and did an I-cord all around with a couple increases, stopped it about here, picked up this side, did the same thing, and then I picked up the stitches I had for the front, added stitches for the armhole, connected it with this strap, connected it, add stitches, connected it, added more stitches, and then we are back to where we were at the front. And then I just went in circles and just kept knitting and knitting and knitting till I ran out of yarn. Like from a mistake in my skirt, I had some spare yarn that I cut that was just left over. So what I did is I took that yarn, and then because I had just done a regular bind off, I didn't have enough yarn for an Italian. I didn't want to put a rib at the bottom. I just wanted it to be regular stockinette. I then folded the hem and did that. I think it's like really trendy right now to do a folded hem at the bottom and just have it kind of look seamless. So I went ahead and I did that with that spare yarn. I just folded it and just sewed it in on itself. Because I did that, it does remove a couple of rows. I think in the end it removed 4 or 5 rows in length. So I guess we're gonna see once I wash and block what exactly that will do. If this blocks out in length, that would be great. If it blocks out in width, again, maybe I could wear this over t-shirts. I don't know. Welcome back. Yes, I am wearing the tank top. It is still humid and really wet on my skin, but I just wanted to, before the sun sets, I just wanted to take this moment and show you guys. But yeah, so this is the tank top, I'm actually really happy with it. I think that the blocking process really helped and made it fit so much better, and it didn't grow as much as I thought it would, which I'm happy about as well, because I was scared that it was going to grow a lot. In the end, I can't believe this ended up taking only 5 skeins of yarn, so that was 3 and a little smidge of the 4th for the skirt, and then the tank top took 1 full skein and then a little, not a little smidge, and why am I so bad at math? 75%. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Anyways, yeah, so basically the rest of the 5th skein was used up in the tank top. I think that this turned out really, really great. Now, I don't think that I'm going to be wearing these two together because I just feel like they don't really have the same vibe or the same, I don't know. I just don't really think that these will be pieces that I'm going to be necessarily wearing together. I did try on the tank top with some cute little blue jeans, and honestly, I already said it, it looked cute. So that's potentially what I'm going to be doing with this tank top. My hope would be to buy more yarn like this, potentially in Turkey, or maybe buy Len again, because this yarn was fun to knit with. The only thing I would say is it does sometimes tend to split a little bit, and that is just the way that the yarn is spun up. It's a bunch of different plies spun again together to create the like final weight of the yarn. So it does split a little bit. But other than that, it's a really fun yarn. It did bleed a little bit. So because I just knit it in this green, I didn't have any colors with it. That wasn't too bad. But my water turned green. Like the water turned neon green. So I would advise, if you want to use this yarn for color work, maybe to be careful. Even though I washed with cold water, just be a little careful with that. I'm really happy with it. In the end, I'm honestly amazed with myself. And the fact that not only did I buy the yarn thinking it would make a skirt, I also managed to whip out my very own tank top knit and kind of figure out, of course I would have preferred if it was just a little bit longer, but if you think about it, my belly button is like here and the shirt goes down to here, so it's not like, I might have probably needed a couple more rows. It's not that bad, but yeah. So if you guys like this type of video, enjoyed this content, I highly recommend you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. The family is growing a little bit and we are so close to 5,000 subscribers as I'm filming this, which is crazy because I don't even think I know 5,000 people personally. Have I met 5,000 people? I don't know. It's a big number. So I'm really excited. Thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for being a part of the family. I hope you guys have a lovely, beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.